I'd like to ask a question about maths assessments. Which ones do you use and why?
I do not use any standardized test for evaluation. I always ask parents to bring for me a neuropsych evaluation, which is done by psychologists. And the school generally do their own assessments. So as far as the standardized assessments are concerned, they provide me that. So I supplement those two by my own methods, own assessment. In that assessment, there are three components I emphasize. One, I want to know how did the child conceptualize number. To do that, I really want to know, for example, do they have subitizing? Can they count forward and backward by 1, by 2, by 5, by 10, and by fraction? Forward and backwards. Those who have difficulty, backward counting, very difficult for them. Similarly, they have difficulty with division. Subtraction and division are whole to part activity, and addition and multiplication are parts to whole activity. So by counting forward, I'm looking at how are they putting things together and how they are breaking things together. So the underlying principle there is decomposition, recomposition. I want to know whether the student is able to decompose number by just one-digit numbers they can decompose, and then can they decompose two-digit and three-digit numbers also?
Yeah.
Can they decompose by fractions also or by decimals also? So I look at number concept, I look at decomposition, recomposition, then I look at the facts, and I test facts only in oral way. I don't do it in writing way, because then I won't know how they are arriving at. Because children can become very, very quick in counting. And therefore this, on a written test, you won't know how the child has arrived. Therefore you will assume that the child has really all these skills.
Yeah.
So that's one part. Then I do representative problems, one or two at the most, in every operation. Addition operation, subtraction, multiplication, division. And depending upon the age, I will go to other areas. So I want to know what is their status. Then I generally give a problem which I think is appropriate for that child, and I have a bunch of problems which I've developed my own. Ask them to solve. They have difficulty, then I give them a hint, give a strategy. Can the child run with that? Then I say the potential. So I'm looking at the state the child is, and what is the potential of that child to learn new mathematics. Then I also do some little bit of I'd say cognitive testing. That means how are they in, for example, thinking, Piagetian tasks, some of them.
Yeah.
And the third I look at, can they use equipment better? So if I will introduce some material, and if they are able to use this better, that means I want to discard that it is because of the materials the people have used, therefore.
Yeah.
For example, most teachers will teach addition, subtraction, multiplication as counting up, counting down, counting on number line or rack and rack or 10 frames and all of that.
Yeah.
All of those show me that they are material specific mastery, not a conceptual mastery or mathematical mastery. Then I also want to look at the language of mathematics. To me, every mathematical idea has three components: linguistic, conceptual, and procedural. And I really want to know all three of them about each of those developmental milestones: number concept, place value, additive and multiplicative reasoning, fractions, integers, and then transfer from arithmetic to algebra.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.